Tens of millions of Americans are expected to resume paying student loans after a 3-year pandemic-era pause. CBS News correspondent Carter Evans has more.
Hey, payments start again in October.
The constant reminders are inundating Manuel Galindo's inbox. The Berkeley grad owes more than $28,000 on federal student loans.
I'm now in more debt than the amount of money I've ever had in my pocket.
Galindo grew up poor in South LA, raised by immigrant parents from El Salvador.
I can recall sleeping on a mattress with my 3 other siblings and my parents on a second mattress on the floor, and that's all we had.
Now, the 31-year-old has his dream job at a nonprofit that fights for borrowers. He makes about $80,000 a year, but much of that goes to support other family members. Restarting loan payments will mean painful cuts.
$200-300 is the difference between me being able to purchase medical coverage or me being able to pay for my family's food.
Or being able to rent this house.
What's going to change when you have to start paying this loan back?
I'm giving up the house.
So what are you going to do?
Couch surf.
Repayments are due for 43 million borrowers. Spending analysis firm Numerator found most will start cutting back on vacations and restaurants. As a last resort, some will have to cut essentials, like groceries.
This is going to pull out about $6.5 billion per month from consumer spending. The question is, will it reduce inflation, but at the same time increase unemployment?
Until his student debt is settled, Galindo can achieve his ultimate goal, buying a home for his parents.
Just the thought of being able to give my parents that key, we've never had that.
And right now, the number of deceptive robocalls and emails is soaring, some from scammers offering to erase student debt for a fee. If you've got any questions, the Federal Trade Commission says you should contact your loan servicer directly. John.
Carter Evans, thank you. For more, let's bring in Michael Stratford. He's an education reporter at Politico. Michael, we've just heard how restarting loan payments could contribute to less consumer spending. In a consumer economy, that could be a problem. What is the economic effect of all of this money possibly moving out of the spending?
Yeah, that's right. As you mentioned, tens of millions of Americans are facing student loan bills this fall for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic. That's billions of dollars of new monthly payments that they'll collectively have to make. And the question is, where are they going to find the room in their budget to make those payments? The question is whether they're cutting back on retail spending, going to restaurants. And if they do, that will put a drag on consumer spending, which is a big component, of course, of economic growth in this country. And some of the estimates we've seen are that GDP, this could subtract a 0.25 percentage point, a 0.5 percentage point off of GDP in the last quarter of this year. Most economists and analysts I've spoken to don't think that the student loan restart in isolation is going to shake the economy. But it's also coming at a time where there are other headwinds in the economy, high inflation, high interest rates. We just avoided a government shutdown, but that threat still looms out there. And of course, the impact for individual families and individual people could be significant in some cases.
Michael, what's the logistical challenge for the federal government of turning this program back on after it's been off for 3 years?
Yeah, after this deep freeze, the government is going to have to thaw out the federal student loan program, which even before the pandemic was far from a well-oiled machine. There were lots of problems. 1 million borrowers a year were defaulting despite the availability of relief programs. This is a big task for the Department of Education, the Biden administration. They say that 28 million people are going to be restarting payments this month. That's more than 5 times the number of borrowers who enter repayment in any given year. And it's a huge task. We're already hearing from borrowers that their loan servicers have delays in paperwork processing. They're having to wait for hours in some cases to reach a real person on the other end of the line to manage their loan and make arrangements to repay. So this is a huge task for the administration. And
the Biden administration is trying to lessen the blow with a 12-month on-ramp to ease the payment burden. How does that work?
That's right. They're doing two main things to try to lessen the blow for student loan borrowers making payments for the first time this fall. The first is they're advertising their income-driven repayment program to get borrowers to be able to lower their payment and in some cases get some subsidies on their interest. And the second major thing they're doing is this on-ramp period. It's essentially a forbearance period. Typically, if you don't pay your student loan, the federal government reports you to a credit bureau on the third month, and that could tank your credit score. The administration is saying that they're going to have some more flexibility for borrowers entering repayment now. They're not going to report borrowers to credit bureaus for the first 12 months. Essentially, borrowers won't be able to go delinquent. But importantly, interest is still going to continue to accrue on their loans during that time. So it's a bit of flexibility, but not a total free pass.
Michael Stratford, education reporter for Politico. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.